For decades, Dr. David L. Barner shaped the lives of students, faculty, and friends through broadcasting. Best known as Dr. B, he spent 43 years as the voice of Westminster College. He worked in commercial and educational broadcasting as a disc jockey, news anchor, football and basketball play-by-play announcer, account executive, program director, sales manager, and general manager. He served as the chair of the Westminster College School of Communication for 26 years. Also, Dr. B served as the director of broadcasting and called many Titan sports games throughout his career, including the 1993 NAIA Division II Football National Championship game in Portland, Oregon. After more than 4 decades in New Wilmington, Dr. B retired in 2024. He worked in all aspects of radio, television, and education at Westminster and set a standard that will influence generations to come. I had the pleasure of sitting down with Dr. B to hear how he first discovered Westminster College.
To me, Westminster was Westminster, Maryland, because I grew up in central Pennsylvania. But I saw an ad for here, Westminster. They were looking for somebody to do radio, teach broadcasting. And I went to somebody else that I knew that was teaching broadcasting. And I said, well, I don't have a doctorate. I only have a master's. And they told me that with a master's and my experience, they'd probably be interested in me. So I came here and I applied. And then I got the doctorate after I got here, but that's how it started. I liked the idea of working with students and having a radio station.
Dr. B earned both his bachelor's and master's degrees from Shippensburg University prior to completing his doctorate in educational communications at the University of Pittsburgh. Focusing on television, the Westminster College Television Network has grown tremendously since Dr. B arrived at Westminster. He oversaw various television programs like The County Line and Coach's Corner. The Westminster cable station eventually became known as WCN, the Westminster College Network.
It didn't have any television, really. Very minimal television. In fact, as our first TV studio, believe it or not, was down where the music department is. There's 2 little offices across from where the radio station used to be, and we had the TV studio in there, and we put a couple cameras in there and some lights, and that was our first TV studio. Everything in television used to be mechanical switches. You had buttons you pushed. Basically, that was it, and everything had to be changed from those to strictly digital, and I had to learn it. I didn't know how to do it. I had to learn it.
Now focusing on radio, Dr. B began as the faculty manager of the campus radio station, which was all student run at the time. In 1981, Dr. B's first year at Westminster, the station 88.9 FM changed its call letters to WWNW. Then in 1987, the station's studio facilities were switched to stereo. Dr. B helped improve the campus radio station 88.9 FM go from Hit Radio 89 to Titan Radio, and from 39 watts to its current 4,000 watts.
Radio when I started was 39 watts. It barely got off campus. Now it's 4,000 watts and it gets out pretty well. It's a much higher location. The big transition both in radio and in television was the conversion to digital. In radio you played records or you played actual CDs. You didn't have any computers, right? And the transition to computers was a challenge.
Having served as the voice of Westminster College for decades, Dr. B shared what the title has meant to him.
It's an honor, really. I mean, I didn't request that. I didn't request that. It just kind of happened because I recorded so many things. And fortunately, my mother gave me a good voice because she gave me no athletic talent at all. So she gave me a decent voice, and that came in handy.
As a former broadcasting professor, Dr. B shared his approach to learning the craft.
Broadcasting is not something you learn from a textbook. Broadcasting is something you learn by doing.
On behalf of everyone at Titan Radio and WCN, I would like to give a huge thank you to Dr. Barner for his tremendous contributions and remarkable influence at Westminster College. For Titantown Sports, I'm Tom Rook.